It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Jackson now.
Finds his man. It's Kohler.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
On the return, the Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Tackle made by Tyree Wilson.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got a pick before. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Edwards now on 1st and 10.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Ravens nothing.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this to Devontae Adams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll bring Renfro in motion right. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 29, here's second and a yard. Garoppolo's going to change the play. Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan.
Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's got the first down before being tackled. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw, Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now Stafford.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurts. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's out to the flat for Swift.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Now receiver in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
They try to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage,
and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
They're already trailing here in this 1st quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They begin the drive with Williams.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
Finding Williams on the check down. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on second down is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Shoves him. Touchdown!